So polynomial is an algebraic expression which is combination of numbers as well as variables. And in a polynomial, you can find more than one term, and each and every term will involve in some kind of mathematical operations. So that is called polynomial. For example, 3x square plus 2x minus 1. This is a polynomial. So as I told, polynomial is an algebraic expression. So 3x square plus 2x minus 1 is an algebraic expression which is combination of numbers as well as variables. Numbers means coefficient, variable means unknown variables. So in this expression, this 3, 2, minus 1 are coefficient or numbers, and this x square and x is a variable. So this is an example of polynomial. Okay, if I'll write 3p cube, this is also a polynomial. 7m raised to 5, this is also a polynomial. For being polynomial, the degree of the polynomial should be a real number or positive number. It should not be negative. So these are some examples of polynomial. This is called monomial because this polynomial has only one term, so it is called monomial. This polynomial has two terms. This is one term and this is second term. So this is called binomial. And this polynomial has three terms. So this is called trinomial. So monomial means the polynomial which has only one term. Binomial means the polynomial which has two terms, and trinomial means which has three terms. So this is trinomial, this is monomial, this is binomial. So these are three categories of polynomial. On the basis of this categorization is done on the basis of number of terms. Same way, we can have three more categories of polynomial on the basis of their power. For example, if you have a polynomial like this, 5m minus 3n plus 2. We have another polynomial which is x cube, and we have a polynomial as 3p square minus 2p plus 7. Look, the highest degree in this polynomial is 1. This m has power 1, this n has power 1. So the highest degree of this polynomial is 1, and the highest degree of this polynomial is 3, and highest degree of this polynomial is 2, because this p has power 2. Sorry, this p has power 1, and this 7 has power 0. So these are three terms where the highest degree is 2. So you can categorize them as linear polynomial. This can be called linear polynomial, because this polynomial has highest degree as 1. This is called cubic polynomial, because this polynomial has highest degree as 3, and this polynomial is called quadratic polynomial. So this is quadratic polynomial because highest degree is 2. Here highest degree is 3, that's why it is called cubic polynomial. So this categorization of polynomial is done on the basis of their power. So polynomial can be categorized in these ways. First three ways are to categorize the polynomial on the basis of their number of terms which they have. The second way to categorize the polynomial on the basis of their degree of power, like linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, and cubic polynomial. If the polynomial has highest degree as 1, so it is called linear polynomial. If highest degree is 2, then it is called quadratic polynomial. If highest degree is 3, it is called cubic polynomial. Now, one polynomial can have both the characteristics. For example, this one, this is linear polynomial. So besides being linear, I can say this polynomial is trinomial also. Why I can say it is trinomial? Because this polynomial has three terms. So it is linear as well as trinomial. This polynomial is called cubic polynomial. So along with cubic polynomial, you can call it mononomial, because this polynomial has only one term. So this can be called monomial, and this polynomial has three terms and highest degree is 2. So this is called quadratic polynomial as well as trinomial. So this is trinomial as well as quadratic polynomial. This is cubic polynomial and mononomial. This is trinomial and linear polynomial. Now come to these three. This first one is trinomial because it has three terms. But you can say it is quadratic polynomial because highest degree is 2. Same way, this second polynomial is called mononomial. But besides mononomial, we can call it cubic polynomial because highest degree is 3. And this third polynomial is called binomial. But being binomial, you can call it its fifth root polynomial. But that is not a specific name, that fifth root polynomial. We count the name, we categorize till cubic polynomial. So just let it be. We will call it only binomial because we are learning only this much in our syllabus. Linear polynomial, then cubic quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial on the basis of power, and on the basis of number of term, monomial, binomial and trinomial. So this way we can categorize the polynomials. Now for being polynomial, it is essential that the term, the polynomial can have only one term, but it is important to have combination of number as well as variable, that is coefficient and variable should be there in the polynomial. For example, if I'll write 2x, so it is a polynomial because this is number and this is variable where the highest degree is 1. Now if I write only 2, so question arises whether it is polynomial or not, because 2 is just a number. 2 is just a number. So whether this 2 is polynomial or not, so it is polynomial. Then question arises, it is important to have number as well as variable for being a polynomial. So where is variable with this 2? So as I told, if there is a number and no variable is shown over there, so we used to consider the degree of that number as 0. So this 2 has power 0, and how this power 0 comes, this 2 can be written as 2 into any variable you can take here raised to 0. So this 2 into, we have already studied in indices that any variable raised to 0 is equals to 1. So x raised to 0 will become 1, and here we have 2. So when you multiply 2 and 1 together, you will get 2. So 2 is actually 2 into x raised to 0. What is the actual value of 2? 2 into x raised to 0. That is the reason you can say this 2 is also a polynomial. Why? Because this 2 has number, this 2 is actually combination of number as well as variable. But that variable is not visible because the power of the variable is 0 and the value of any variable raised to 0 is 1. Hope it is clear to everybody that 2 is a polynomial and there is variable, but that variable is not visible just because the power of that variable is 0.